Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. So, today we are unpacking a really exciting framework that's basically tailor-made for aspiring home-based entrepreneurs. Look, if you've ever thought about starting a lean business from home, but you just hit a wall at the planning stage, this breakdown is absolutely for you. We're going to dive deep into the LELAIL Domestic Ventilation Business Workflow Prompt Pack. It's a bit of a mouthful, I know, but it's a system designed to literally strip away the friction of launching a business in what is right now a massively expanding sector.
But first, to really grasp why this tool is so incredibly relevant, we need to look at what's happening outside our windows right this very second. We're talking red weather warnings, literally wall-to-wall coverage on BBC Radio 4. The whole country's talking about overheating homes. And guys, this isn't just some fleeting news cycle, this is an urgent real-world crisis. Because of this, the timing for businesses in this specific sector has quite literally never been better. The jobs, the demand, they are sitting there right now.
And that brings us to this massive environmental shift, what we call the indoor air crisis. UK homes are just rapidly overheating. And why? Well, historically, they were built to keep the heat in, not let it out. So because of this trapped heat and moisture, things like condensation and mold have escalated from, just annoying structural nuisances into very severe health problems. Indoor air quality is finally, absolutely finally, being taken seriously on a national level. People are waking up to the fact that the air inside their own homes is actually making them sick, and fixing it has become an absolute priority.
So this leads us to a pretty critical question. Who is actually going to solve this crisis? Think about it. When a nationwide problem reaches a tipping point like this, it creates a massive vacuum. Homeowners are desperate for help, landlords are scrambling for compliance, and properties everywhere need retrofitting. Yes, it's a huge national problem, but for you, it represents an unprecedented individual opportunity to step up and be the solution.
Just look at the sheer scale of the response here. The domestic ventilation sector is currently growing faster than at any point in UK history. Let that sink in. This isn't some slow, steady climb. It's a massive, time-sensitive economic boom. The demand for solutions to combat overheating and poor indoor air quality has just skyrocketed, and it's created incredibly fertile ground for brand new businesses to thrive.
Now, you might hear ventilation and just think of, pipes and extractor fans, but the reality is so much broader than that. Behind every structural necessity in this boom, there is a highly lucrative business opportunity. Behind every single risk survey, every installation, every compliance record, and every customer conversation, there are independent operators. And honestly, the best part? The vast majority of these services can be easily managed and run entirely from your own home.
Section 1. The Solution, the LELAIL Prompt Pack.
Okay, so it's super important to clarify what this product actually is. We're all painfully familiar with those traditional passive courses, right? You sit there, watch hours of video, scribble some notes, and at the end, you're left staring at a blank page wondering, okay, what do I actually do now? Well, the LELAIL Prompt Pack sharply contrasts with that whole model. What we have here are 10 tested, completely interactive AI business planning tools. Instead of just passively consuming information, these prompts literally turn the AI into your own personalized, interactive business consultant. It's a real game changer.
And the process is just beautifully straightforward. It boils down to 3 simple steps. Step 1, you just paste a prompt from the pack right into LELAIL. Step 2, it's going to ask you simple questions about your goals, your location, your preferences, and you just answer them naturally, like you're chatting with a friend. Step 3, based entirely on those answers, it generates a complete, highly personalized business plan. You aren't just reading a guide, you are actively co-creating your new business alongside an AI. Section 2, 10 routes, complete outputs.
So the pack actually covers 10 distinct, totally accessible business workflows. If you lean towards the technical side, you could become a general ventilation installer or specialize in specific systems like MEV, that's mechanical extract ventilation, MVHR for heat recovery, or PIV for positive input ventilation. Or, maybe you prefer the consulting route. In that case, you can launch as an indoor air quality advisor, a compliance coordinator, or a home overheating risk assessor. The point is, every single one of these is a viable, accessible business route you can operate from home.
But what exactly comes out of these AI sessions? Well, you get highly actionable, tangible outputs. On the strategic side, you walk away with clear business direction, a solid pricing model, your very first ICP, that's your ideal customer profile, and a structured 7-day launch plan. Then on the communication side, it actually drafts your initial sales messages, exact scripts for phone calls or WhatsApp, and gives you your 3 immediate next steps. We're talking about a comprehensive launch plan top to bottom just from answering a few questions. And the crazy thing is that AI integration doesn't just stop once you launch. It continues to support your daily operations long after day one. It's going to help you draft ongoing customer communications, organize messy site notes, prepare those tedious compliance records, write service pages for your website, and even handle customer objections. It basically functions as a full-time, highly efficient administrative assistant for your lean home-based business.
Section 3. Hard work meets AI.
All right, let's get real for a second. Here's the honest truth. AI brings the speed, but you bring the effort. Let's be clear, starting a ventilation business still takes real consistency, hard work, and persistent follow-through. The LELAIL workflow gives you the structure. It helps tremendously with the heavy lifting of drafting and organization, but the actual execution, that belongs entirely to you. It empowers your drive, absolutely, but it definitely doesn't replace it.
So, if you are ready to bring that effort, the Workflow Pack is actually available right now over at LELAIL.com. It's an instant download, meaning you can start these interactive business planning sessions immediately today. Plus, it features voice-first functionality, which makes it incredibly accessible to use on the go. Oh, and it's available in over 100 languages, which completely opens this opportunity up to global users who want to tackle indoor air quality in their own specific regions.
To wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with the creator's core ethos: no one left behind. The tools to build a truly meaningful, profitable business are now accessible to anyone, regardless of your technical background. The housing crisis is already here, but your AI consultant is ready and waiting. Which leaves us with a pretty provocative thought. As AI continues to democratize how we create businesses, how many of tomorrow's major environmental solutions are going to be driven by individuals working right from their living rooms? Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll catch you next time.